Mark Silverthorne, a collection agency lawyer for 12 years and now an outspoken consumer advocate, explains how you can stop collection calls instantly.
Well, in Ontario, collection agencies are permitted to make collection calls between, I believe it's 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. on Monday through Saturday. And then they changed the law a couple of years ago to permit Sunday calls. So collection agencies are permitted to make Sunday calls between, I believe, 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. in the afternoon on Sundays.
Okay, but not anywhere outside of those time frames.
That's correct.
Now, do people receive those calls, say at 10 o'clock at night, or are the collection agencies generally, pretty compliant?
If you do get a call after 9 p.m., then you should file a complaint with the Office of the Ontario Registrar, because it's illegal for a collection agency to call you after 9 p.m.
Okay. So that's something that people should be aware of. There are some things that they can do when they are receiving a number of collection calls then. Sure.
I mean, the relevant law in Ontario is the Ontario Collection Agencies Act, and that law sets out a number of limitations on what collection agencies can and cannot do.
Okay. And are they pretty stringent, or is it fairly loose in terms of what they are required to do?
Well, I mean, there are a number of things that the Ontario Collection Agency Act does that protects consumers, and we can talk about that. Another issue is how well the Ontario government is actually enforcing that act when collection agencies don't comply with the law. But if we can just talk for a couple of minutes about some of the protections that consumers have.
Okay.
One of the things that you can do if you are getting collection calls from a collection agency is you can send a registered letter to the collection agency indicating that you dispute owing the debt and inviting the collection agency to sue you. In those circumstances, it's then illegal for the collection agency to communicate with you.
I guess the reason you do that is so that they'll leave you alone, but do they have to leave you alone after you send a letter like that?
If an Ontario resident sends a registered letter to a collection agency, and in that letter they say, 1, I dispute owing the debt, and 2, sue me, then it's illegal for the collection agency to contact you after they receive that letter. I mean, basically all they can do after that is if they want to sue you, they could. Now, we've mentioned earlier that collection agencies rarely sue people in Canada.
Ask Mark Silverthorne to write a cease and desist letter on your behalf